Hello, and thanks for watching the article on the blue-red Stuffy Doll deck that I have been working on for PureMTGO.com. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the cards that I decided to play with in this deck and try to give you a little bit of insight about how I came to play what I'm playing. As you can see, this is the list. It's also included in the article if you just want to go ahead and pull that up to look at it. We've got 7 main ways to win. We have 3 of the Stuffy Doll. There's only 3 of them because they do cost 5, and there are some times where I don't want to be stuck holding multiples of them in the hand while I'm working on developing my mana or developing my hand to set up the kill. And we have Boros Reckoner, which is about, probably the best card out of Gatecrash. It's played in a lot of things, from aristocrats to blue, red, white flash. It's just a very solid card. And these are the actual kill spells. We've got Harvest Pyre, which was made popular in the Jerry Thompson flash deck. This card looks to take full advantage of a fully stocked graveyard. And if you can, it's normal to hit for 10 to 12 when you cast this spell. And we have Blasphemous Act, which in this deck not only acts as a win condition with a Reckoner or a Stuffy Doll in play, it also serves as a mass removal spell. This is a very good card to have in the deck against stuff like Naya Humans or the Red deck or Kibler Ooze, which it's not very good against Predator Ooze, it's good against everything else. The next category I'm going to look at are the card filtering spells. Augur Bolus helps you find what you need in order to win. It's a good body against aggro decks, very easy to cast, and will filter through the library to help you find what you need. Faithless Looting is, of course, probably the best spell because you get to draw 2 and discard 2. You're not actually gaining any card advantage here, but you are making the quality of your hand better, and you're filling your library, or filling your graveyard. I'm sorry. Izzet Charm does the same thing as a Faithless Looting. It lets you draw 2 and discard 2, but it also has some pretty relevant effects. It's very good against aggro decks because it can actually kill a creature. And it's pretty good against some of the control decks because it's an early game counter spell. If you need to counter something like a Liliana of the Veil or either of the Garrux, it's not a bad card to have. Tybalt the Fiend-Blooded is a planeswalker that doesn't get much play, and really it's because he's not very good. But in a deck where you're looking to improve the quality of your hand and to fill your graveyard at the same time, he is a pretty good option. He's very easy to slip underneath counter magic, and against the aggro decks in game 1 he is at the very least a thing that's going to keep you from taking some early game damage. Thought Scour is there because it helps you fill your graveyard with awesome goodies, and it draws you a card. I mean, Thought Scour is a crucial part of a Harvest Pyre based deck. Syrian Spear is here for some removal. Dissipate is here for a little bit of counter magic, and Snapcaster Mage allows you to pitch important stuff like Blasphemous Act or Harvest Pyre early in the game because you get to rebuy it with the Snapcaster Mage. Then we've got our lands, 10 mountains, 11 of the dual lands. I went with 3 Guild Gates because I want to see them early, but I don't want to have to rely on them on my 5th or 6th turn as my mana. And a Desolate Lighthouse as the last card in the deck. It's filling the role of improving your hand and filling your graveyard. So I may bump this up to 2 lighthouses and take out one of the Guild Gates. And if we look at the sideboard's pretty much a work in progress. I do think right now that the main deck is adequate as it is. But the sideboard it's iffy. It's very weird. I wish Rolling Trembler was Pyroclasm, because this card does absolutely nothing against Lingering Souls tokens, or a Falconwrath Aristocrat, or anything else that flies. Pillar of Flame, when it's not broken, is just another concession to the aggro matchups. I couldn't find room for it in the main, so it's hanging out in the sideboard right now as additional removal. Negate and Counterflux are cutting in for the control matchups, just as additional counter magic. And Izzet Staticaster also comes in against aggro. It's not the worst card to have, it's not the best card to have. I've honestly thought about making the sideboard sort of transformational, to where you're less worried about winning with Blasphemous Act and Harvest Pyre, and more interested in winning with Delver of Secrets and Runechanter's Pike. The final sideboard card is Cyclonic Rift. It is a card that I have in here as a concession to Witchbane Orb. If they land a Witchbane Orb against you in the post-sideboard games, you're going to have to rely on attacking for the win, because Stuffy Doll's not going to do what he does. No, wait. Stuffy Doll will. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to go to the dome with Boros Reckoner or Syrian Spear. So it's just a concession to Witchbane Orb as a way to work around that. So here's the deck. It's been playing really well, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get some gameplay footage up for y'all to watch. And I hope you enjoyed the deck and my reasonings for them. If you have any comments or card changes or suggestions, let me know in the comments, and I will look into implementing those ideas. Anyways, thanks again for watching.